Okay, YouTube. I'm going to show you real quick how I got my audio video set up here. Now, as you know, you have your cables here. You got your audio that you would normally hook up in these. I'm using gray to represent white, otherwise you won't see it. Then you have the audio that goes to the inputs of the Hauppauge. That's normal. Now, I probably shouldn't stick. Let me redo this here real quick. Okay, that's better. The video input comes down like this. The audio, actually, as you know, is two wires. I got them into two couplers. Now, the reason why I have couplers is you got this wire, and this wire, all bundles together, comes over here, like so. Now, this coupler hooks to the two audio cables that are hooked with this, so that the audio cables actually go to here. Now, that gives you your video pass-through and your audio to the TV. Now, mine don't have RCA jacks for output. I got a headphone jack. So I got one of those connectors. It's a headphone jack. It's got the little RCA cables. That looks like a little bit of a face. And that connector came out with the 360 back in the day. So I got that connector, and we'll just represent it like this, with those two wires. Okay? Now those two wires run together, and as I cross the streams, hooks into the input. You know, I did that wrong. I drew that wrong the last time too. Sorry. The wires come in and go to your number 3 and number 2 inputs of the Behringer mixer. Now then, I'm doing this all by looking at this real quick. The outputs, which is this cable and this cable, come down. Now we can cross the streams, and they hook into the audio inputs. So now you have the sound from the TV, which you're listening to in-game, plus your microphone that's through the mixer, which I'll show you in a second. All is in the inputs, and there is like zero lag. Now, for the headphones, which that's a ugly looking set of headphones, these are Turtle Beach X11s. That's what I use. So you have your USB cable here. You got your input or your mic, or your input input for your headphones and your output for your microphone. This one will make the microphone. Microphone comes and hooks into line 1. It has to be converted from an 1/8 inch to a 1/4 inch jack. Now these connections have to be converted from an RCA to a 1/4 inch. All these connectors, these smaller black connectors, are 1/4 inch jacks. Now the microphone goes in there, gets mixed with all this. Now you got your complete sound circuit. Now using this same setup, and before I get to that, and the headphone jack just plugs into my speaker. Okay, that's normal fair game there. Now with this, I hear everything perfectly with the 360. Now you may ask, okay, what do I disconnect from this to hook to my computer? Which I forgot to draw the little headphone jacks here. My computer has surround sound card in it, actually onboard audio. This is my mic. This is my line in. Everything else is taken up. That's for my surround sound speakers. What I do is this cable here, this goes from RCA to a 1/8 inch jack headphone. Now I got mine plugged into my microphone. That way I can balance. I don't have to mess with any settings on here because the console may be louder than the game, or the game may be louder than the console. I can adjust this in Windows. So that's how that's taken care of. Then, as I'm looking at this again, yeah, I think that's everything. Okay. Now you may ask, how do I hear all this if I have this hooked up this way? I disconnect the cable right here. I got it on an extension. So you got female connector down here. You got the male connector here. I'll unplug this and unplug from my speaker and then hook it in here. This way, if I have it this route, I hear the whole entire thing going on here on the console. If I go this route, I hear the computer stuff. So there's only one wire I have to switch. Before I was switching, you know, this wire, that wire, these wires, whatever. But the nice thing is, actually no, that's not the wire I switch. Or the wire? No, I forgot. I remember what it is. I don't mess with this wire. This wire. Here, let's do this real quick. Whoa, a little quick. Oh, there we go. All right, now let me get this straight. I forgot to mention on this. You got with the Turtle Beaches. You got the little headphones. It's got the, or not the headphones, the RCA jacks. It's got the wires that come off of it. These wires are plugged in line with this. And then it's got the long extension with the 1/8 inch jack. So I actually unplug my wire from my speaker to this. That way I'm getting the pure sound here. I might be able to just swap these ones. I don't know. If that's the case, then I'm going to eliminate these. It's one less thing open connection wise I have to worry about then. But yeah, like I said, the video passes through as normal. The audio, you bypass the Hauppauge, go to the TV out to the mixer, then mixer loops back into the Hauppauge. That way this mixes your microphone and your TV audio, basically internally mixes it and sends it out. So that goes in, mixes up, goes out, boom. This goes to the computer, and like I said, I could probably turn around and just have my headphones go from this connector to this, which they're sitting right next to each other. If that's the case, I'm going to try that. I'd try it now, but you'd probably get a buzz. So, well, this has been WLJK. I shall try to get something a little bit clearer up. That's a little sloppy, but it gives you the basic idea. Maybe I can get parts list up for you guys, because most of this cabling, the cables themselves I had. The adapters, I had to spend like $20 on adapters and whatnot. But yeah, so this has been WLJK. I hope this helped you guys a little bit. Like I said, it's a sloppy how-to, but I'm hoping I'm going to do an experiment later with my camcorder, and if it works, then I'll probably have some video footage of it up. That way it makes it a little easier for you, or at least some snapshots. So I shall catch you guys later.